Hello and welcome to a KSL Sports Rewind playoff broadcast here from Fremont High School. It's high school lacrosse playoffs with American Fork, the Cavemen, coming up north to Fremont to face off against the Silverwolves on a Saturday afternoon showdown for a trip to the quarterfinals. My name is Brian Brown. I will be joined shortly here by Dane Stewart on the call. Discussing the game today, two outstanding teams. Fremont, 16-3 overall on the year. We'll take on American Fork, 10-4. Fremont, 6-1 at home. American Fork, 5-1 on the road. So two teams that have had a lot of success in the respective roles that they'll be playing today. You can see Fremont takes the field in the home whites with the royal trim, American Fork in the road reds. If you're looking for stars on today's game, look no further than Davis Cyril for Fremont. He has 67 goals on the season and 72 assists for a very high-powered, high-flying Fremont offense that averages over 15 goals per game. They have 272 goals on the season. By comparison, American Fork, a very stout, staunch defensive team, only scored 152 goals, but led by Tate Fisher. Fisher has 53 goals on the season. As we start things here with the face-off, ball still loose and finally controlled there by American Fork. The Cavemen will start with possession here. Again, the Cavemen led offensively by Tate Fisher. As I'm now joined by my cohort, I should say.
Yeah, I got to catch my breath.
Dane Stewart.
Some of us don't have to go and run anymore.
There's a reason why I started the broadcast and you had to run to the run to the truck.
And it wasn't for my health.
No.
And apparently it needs to be. AF starting here. You talk about Tate Fisher. What a year he's had this year, Brian. Been spectacular. They look for him a lot.
They
See how
do.
Fremont tries to slow him up.
Mm-hmm. And oftentimes when they look for him, it's Mooney that looks for him. He has 24 assists on the season, Dane. Should be a great matchup here. A very high-powered Fremont offense, a very staunch American Fork defense.
I love there, even American Fork trying to get a little creative. But one of the things that was interesting just in prepping for this game, Brian, magic number today, 10. When you look at Fremont, they are 1-3 when they score less than 10 goals, and AF 0-2 when they allow more than 9. 10 going to be that magic number today for the Silverwolf offense. Nice save there. And picked up here by Fremont. So good job there by the Silverwolves. The defense holds. Clark there with the clear. And here come the Silverwolves on that quick counter. They lost it in the middle. Good burst here from Preston Beeman. Fillmore coming up. Boy, he can be a big instigator for this AF offense. Taking the shot and scoring. Bennett Fillmore with the opening goal.
Just an incredible job by Fillmore there, Dane. As you see, he slides to the left side there, finds an open area, does not hesitate to pull the trigger on that one, and it is a goal for American Fork, and the Cavemen are off to a great start.
Yeah, and boy, talk about his instigation. 16th goal of the year for Bennett Fillmore. He can be so good at getting the offense rolling. We talk about Fremont, this offense, 272 goals on the year for Fremont. And you figured AF was going to have to find a way to score to match that potent offense, and they do here early. Off the face-off, still a ground ball here, being haggled around and captured there by Simpson. And AF, boy, just capturing that back so quickly. they've really not allowed Fremont to establish possession yet.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is a good offense in the sense that you're keeping the ball away from the Silverwolves, and AF doing a great job early on.
Big windup by the long pole there of Genesee, and this will roll out, backed up here by American Fork.
Yeah, you see that penalty flag come out. Genesee, who played most of his career at American Fork at defense, at defensive, at long pole, moving up to the midfield this season to add a little bit more energy to a kind of, what was a struggling American Fork team. You see they're able to get some real velocity on the shot.
I should mention, we've seen this AF team a couple of times this season. The defense has been the calling card. Offense has done enough to win a lot of games, but they really try to take away opponents' offense, and this is the #1 scoring offense in 6A in the Silverwolves. So it's strength against strength here today as a man-up opportunity. Barry serving time here for the Silverwolves. There's an angled shot and a goal scored by Chaz Mooney, and it's 2-0 American Fork.
Well, Mooney, normally the guy that likes to go out and distribute the ball. This time he's taking it to the net himself, finds the back. Great shot by Mooney. Great job by that American Fork offense to keep the ball moving.
Boy, and 20th goal of the year for Mooney. How about the start for American Fork? Coach Lisenby couldn't have asked for a better start for the visitors from Region 4.
It's exactly the start that they needed to get off to, Dane. And you're right. This is a high-powered Fremont offense. You do not want to let the Silverwolves get rolling.
Face off here. Good support coming in there from the edge to capture it for Fremont as they bring it into the offensive zone. We'll see if they can get much possession going here in the corner with Carson Isaacson. He's one of the fantastic scorers. 55 goals for Carson on the year. Davis Searle, 67. Boston Reese, 49. We talk about potency in offense. It is littered with offensive scorers for Fremont here. This is Isaacson. When they just bring Owen Hill up, we didn't talk about him. He's been good, the freshman. They'll send this out. Wind up shot. And that one taken away by Gould, I believe. Backed up here by Isaacson.
Yeah, great shot there by Caden Berry. And you can see that they just have a lot of weapons on this Fremont offense. A lot of ways to score. Really like to spread you out and shoot from that perimeter.
Little fake there. Oh, and kept. Searle now working to Jordan Hill. And back at X here with Reese. Boston, one of the seniors on this roster, trying to come around, looking for that shot. Was off target, backed up here once again there by Barry.
Yeah, you like the effort. One-on-one against the defender. Try and get in there in the corner of the net. Not able to connect. Fremont retains possession. They'll attack that side post again.
Barry working this out. Here's Searle. 67 goals. Man, that's a big number. And we had goal scorers at corner that got to triple figures. Is this one off the side of the net? And that one by, oh boy, they say backed up here. Well, I thought the call was it was going to stay here, but I thought AF was in position there, so I must have just misread the official. That's my apologies.
Yeah, we would never question officials on broadcasts like this, Dane.
No. Ooh, that one lobbed. Was looking for Mooney. Look at the hustle there. Good chase out there by Souza, the sophomore goalie for Fremont, able to win it back.
You see American Fork trying to attack early on. We haven't seen a lot of Tate Fisher so far, but they've been able to do well in spite of it. 2-goal lead right now for the Cavemen. But we started to see Fremont loosen things up. You have to wonder that as they have more possession and settle in a little bit more, if we don't see some goals from the Silverwolves.
Here's Robbins. That pass corralled by Searle. Davis trying to work around Lisenby. He'll wait for reinforcements as they just brought Barry on. He's got it now. Has a lane to his right. Here comes Caden to the middle. Good fine shot. That one sails high. And that one is won by Gould, making his presence known here early. Daniel Gould, Brian, where does he stack up in your mind in terms of goalies in 6A?
Well, he's done a great job of anchoring this defense. And you mentioned earlier, Dane, that defense is the calling card for this American Fork team. A big reason for that is Ed Card, the long stick defender. He does a great job in conjunction with Gould, and I think that's part of what makes him such a great goalie. He's able to play team defense, and you see him when he gets isolated one-on-one.
Levitt had a good opportunity to try to set up. Man, right in front of the cage. Pass just sailed a little bit. AF still here with possession as they'll work back near side now with Levitt. Excuse me, that was 33. Clough had it. Here's Mooney, has a goal today. A screen there by Fisher, worked up. Still with Clough. Oh, and that pass. Fisher, don't know if he lost that or what. Maybe caught him a bit by surprise as that punched back ahead in the air. Can't be kept in, and it will go to Fremont.
A little bit lacking in effort there on that last possession for American Fork. Again, it's just a 2-goal lead. And Fremont scored 15 on the year, Dane. You know at some point they're going to break through here.
Here's Reese. They'll send back up with Barry. Coming around, shot, goal. Boy, what a look from Davis Searle. Goal number 68, and he shows just the dynamic that he has offensively.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's one of the best goal scorers in the state. You can see it right there. Just a great job by him to come around the defense and find the open spot. We knew it wasn't going to be all game long. Dane and Cyril with a great shot and a goal. Fremont back into it.
Boy, and you don't want him getting his confidence going. We talk about how I don't want to say easy he can score goals, but it is. I mean, just the power he brings, the creativity he has, and the placement. He gets confidence going. This is a different Fremont squad.
And you can see with his game, he has a bit of niftiness to him.
Yep.
You know, stick work is great as we see a lot better energy here from American Fork on this offensive possession.
Flag here on the play as well. Coming around the bounce shot. That is fended off, and now we will get the call as Davis going to go man down here for the second time today. Excuse me, Davis. Oh, man, I just lost our whole Silverwolf offense. Audience. You know what? It's a Saturday. We're not supposed to be working on Saturdays, so my apologies.
Just here for the love of the game, Dane. It's okay.
Luke Robbins here will serve the 30-second technical.
Have you running all over the place? We'll cut you some slack in the first quarter.
I appreciate that.
Much like this Fremont offense, you're starting to settle in.
Yeah, that's the intention. Oh, boy, that one just fell out of the pocket there. Seconds ticking away on this man up, and Fremont coming away with it. Seth Hale able to move it up. A good crowd here by the home fans cheering on to stop Fremont getting there to kill off this man down.
Love seeing those long sticks do a great job of advancing the ball, making sure you get it to a short stick. Let them work it around. You want to get this American Fork defense sliding. They're very good one-on-one. But if you can open up any creases, Cyril is not just great at scoring, he's also great at finding the open man.
Yeah, he's got more assists than goals this year, which when you score 67 goals, that's saying something. 72 assists for Davis Searle. Oh, trying to look backside. That pass was just a little out in front of Reese. I love the idea there. That was so close to a grade A opportunity.
Fremont spreads the field so much more than a lot of the teams that we've seen, Dane, and you can see that it does give them a lot of opportunities. Very athletic group, move well, great stick work.
Here's Reese as we approach 3 to go here in the opening quarter. Isaacson. Good ride there by McMurray, keeping him wide. Wind up shot, saved by Gould. Hennessy. Oh, that's a nice little up and under move there by Ethan. Worked ahead. Beeman, he's got space in front of him. Preston. Oh, wanted to work to X, and that sailed a little bit, and American Fork will turn it over.
Nice job advancing the ball there, getting it upfield, but then we've kind of seen a little, since those early 2 goals, Dane, a little bit of...
We've seen some turnovers.
Yeah. Discombobulation there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to use big words here.
Here's Reese. Searle lost his footing and the possession as that will trickle out and head back now to the Cavemen. Inside of 2 to play. Two seed and 7 seeds in the 6A state tournament vying for the right to advance to the semifinals at Westminster next week. Here's Levitt. Christian trying to wind up. Good stick check there. Backed up here by Mooney and the Cavemen. Oh boy, hard wraparound there. And Fremont quickly up with it, and now room here for Robbins. I like Tate trying to make something happen. There's just not a lot of room to work there.
Yeah, he's one of their best players on the offensive attack side of things, Dane. You want to see him try and get some opportunities created.
Here's Fremont. Barry. Final 60 seconds of the quarter. (2-1) our score. Low scoring affair. Thought it could be. Worked back here with Searle. And now Hill. Davis again. 35 seconds to play in this first. Works out to Barry. Searle keeping those eyes up. Good recovery there by American Fork. They tried to slide Hill. That defense took him away. This one knocked loose by Hennessy. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Scooped around there by American Fork. Can the Cavemen get one more opportunity? Card looking up to the middle. That pass couldn't be handled, and the first quarter will come to a close. 2-1, the advantage. American Fork leading Fremont in the quarterfinals of the 6A state playoffs. You're watching it live on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Dane Stewart, Brian Brown with you. 2-1 the lead for American Fork. Finished second, tied for second in Region 4, having to come up to take on the Region 1 champions. Thought this would be a good one. Brian, it has been after one. Yeah,
it has. American Fork jumping out to that early lead, 2-1. Looking forward to seeing if Fremont can spark a little bit more offense. Again, we talked about it, Dane. One of the highest scoring offenses in the state.
Off the face-off, one there by Dupay. And this one tracked down. Did he touch it? Yes, going to stay here with American Fork. How about Fremont upping the physicality to start this second quarter? Started with Fisher. You see his length, his size there.
He's got a little Paul Pierce to his game. He's not extremely quick.
Don't say that.
But he just works those angles, and like you said, Dane, he uses his body. He's got that big, long body. He uses his body to get where he needs to go.
Oh, that's a nice job coming around that screen. Like that. Yeah, I love the work there. I don't see a wheelchair on the AF sideline, so we can't liken him to Paul Pierce. Back in play here with the Cavemen.
I have a lot more respect for Tate Fisher anyways.
I do too. That's why I'm saying don't like him to Paul Pierce. Come on. We got to do better than that.
I was going to say Boris Diaw, but I don't know if our viewership would know who Boris Diaw is.
Squire.
Maybe Dusty Lidster? slow old man game?
We'll see if Dusty's watching. Is that one backed up here?
You've seen American Fork. This is how they like to play, Dane.
Yep.
Content to just keep working. It's the old Coach Herman Boone, slow like Novocaine. Just give it time and it'll work.
Well, and the reality is no shot clock in lacrosse means you can have extended positions. And if you can get that ball movement, free something up, it keeps Fremont from being able to get shots on goal and to get to their 15 goals per game.
Yeah.
Coming around, working in front. Boy, and that one fended off. Souza had to rise to the task on that one. Ooh, and Fremont wanted to call there Souza here. He's a little ginger after that hit.
Nice save by the goalie, Riley Souza.
Oh, boy, he's down right now. Riley trying to get back to the cage. We've got whistles, timeout here going to be taken as Riley Souza on the ground. We'll step aside, be back after this. Welcome back. Souza coming off the field here. He's still holding that shoulder. So Fremont going to make a substitution here. Carter Thornock, the freshman, going to be called into the cage for the Silverwolves. We do have a call here. I believe the push was the call. It's just going to be a 30-second technical. Souza being looked at on the sideline at 500 save percentage for Riley Souza, the sophomore. And look, Carter Thornock has not had a lot of time this year, but a big moment for him as they're warming him up to come on and replace. That's a big storyline early on in the game here, Brian.
It is, and up to that point, Souza had done a really great job in goal. And again, we talked about it. The differences between these two teams, Dane, like night and day. Chocolate and vanilla, if you want to go for the ice cream references. And Souza had done a great job of anchoring that Fremont defense early on, had a couple good saves. Hardest part about a goalie right now is you're coming in cold off the bench, right? Everybody else is in rhythm, and you got to get caught up immediately. It's so much of a mental grind, and you just tough task for a freshman coming in, especially on a play like that. Emotional play. Just wonder what can Fremont do as a group to help protect the young freshmen?
Well, and that's where this game is taking a turn. And just saw Riley kind of throw his glove to the ground. Head kind of hanging right now. I don't know what the decision will be. Don't know what the injury is. Coach Searle over to talk to him right now. Don't know if his day is done. It very well may be. And it will now be up to that Fremont defense and offense to support the freshman Carter Thornock, and a chance for him to make a statement as man up here for Fremont. See if they can make American Fork pay and try to draw this game back to even. Here's Davis Searle working back up top. Davis here with it again. Quick ball movement by Fremont coming off GLE. They'll send back up. Working inside. That shot. Good defense there. Kind of helped that sail. Backed up again. His final seconds ticking away on the man up. And looks as though we are back to even strength here. American Fork able to kill off the man down. Here's Reese. Boston trying to work that left side. You see three defenders come over. Trying to get that ball moving. And, boy, good job by AF. The length there, Brian, being very disruptful.
Yeah, I believe that was Lisenby that got this stick on the ball there. Great job by him. And you can see why this American Fork defense is so good.
Here comes Beeman working that across. Squire here with patience for American Fork. I mean, this is one where you probably want to get the ball in the hands of Fisher and let him try to test this youngster, Brian.
Absolutely. And I think the good news for this Fremont defense, we haven't seen them be outmatched by the American Fork attack at all. They've been able to stay with individually the one-on-one matchups. That should allow your goalie to settle in a little bit as he gets his first shot under his belt.
A little bit of momentum here with Squire. Knocked down. Good defense there by Hill. Squire back up and with it. The shot there, and that backed up here by the Cavemen. Little screen there. Fisher coming off the screen to the middle. The wind up, and that wide. Backed up again.
Fisher loves that kind of underhanded shot off the curl there. Dane's seen that a lot. Just off his rhythm just a little bit. Great job by the Fremont defense there.
Little fake and a shot and a goal. Tate Fisher finding the back of the net for his first of the day.
And just as I say, he's out of rhythm. He's stumbling backwards and somehow finds a way to generate the velocity on that one and get it past the freshman, Dane. Just a great job there by Fisher. You see how he uses his physicality so well. But it's not just the physicality, right? It's the velocity on the ball, the accuracy, all the above.
Tate Fisher felt that rhythm. Here comes a rhyme. Get on up, AF. It's Tate Fisher time. No?
I did not major in cheerleading like you, Dane.
Yeah,
so.
well, one of us was recruited to be Big Blue at Utah State. One of us did not take the opportunity, but discussions were had.
One of us would have liked to be Big Red at Western Kentucky, but it was never offered.
One is Big Red. We got a call here, and a timeout being taken. Timeout. We'll be back. 7.5 to go here in the first half. Welcome back. 3-1 American Fork. Kind of feels like, boy, air, energy been knocked out of the stadium here early on, Brian. If you're Fremont, need a big play just to get some confidence back, or is that just me?
I think it's a little bit of everything. You need to get that energy going. You know, they really like to spread the ball around, Dane, and so you wonder if maybe you don't try a little bit of a redirect offensively and try to go through the lane a little bit more, get some closer shots if you're Fremont. If you're American Fork, I think this really plays to what you wanted this game to be. Slow, methodical, maintaining possession as much as possible. And the other thing to point out, 1 o'clock start time. That's unusual for lacrosse. Lacrosse is a game that's usually played 5, 7 p.m., especially on a Saturday. It's pretty warm out there for the most part. Some of these guys may have had a later night.
Want some smoke in the air as well, as some are starting late, but summer season in Utah right on schedule in terms of the air. Is American Fork trying to work this through. You know, one of the things we did not talk about is a failure there, or offside, excuse me, the call. We'll give it back to Fremont. But one of the other things we did not talk about was just the face-offs. We talked, Brian, how important that is. Experience, a senior for American Fork, a sophomore for Fremont, and a .554 winning percentage for DuPay. We've seen that kind of go the direction of AF early on, and that can certainly go a long way toward helping establish possession, taking time off, and keeping that possession away from Fremont as they have it here.
You've seen the American Fork's not been afraid to go man-on-man defensively and really go to the corners there with Fremont. Very confident in their ability.
How would you attack that more? Boy, there's a good way to do it. Penalty flag coming in here after the play. The goal scored by Owen Hill.
Well, right as you asked it, Dane, Fremont showed us how to attack it. Go to the net. Test Daniel Gould. Make sure that put him to the test. Great job there by Fremont to get the goal.
The flag waved off as the goal was good. So Owen Hill scoring his 26th. The freshman capitalizing. And see if that can, again, kind of help re-energize, get that confidence back. To your point, I think the way that AF has played today has been exactly what they've wanted, and it's worked, right? It's maybe not allowed Fremont to find that rhythm they've been so accustomed to playing with up to this point in the contest. Is another face-off win here by American Fork. DuPay's been good today. He's got it here. DuPay working in front of the cage just wide and backed up.
Nice job by the freshman there. Staying in position, staying aware. There's only so much you can do as a goalie, really. You've got to depend on your defense in this instance. See what American Fork can do.
Yeah, a bit of a run up here for Squire. Coming around room. Luke, the bounce shot. Big save made by the freshman. Boy, that's a good way to get some confidence, huh? As now we've got a penalty here, or an infraction will give possession here to American Fork. Boy, that's a strong save, though, by the freshman Thornock.
Yeah, you love seeing that kind of tough mentality. Again, another good job of getting stick where it needs to be. Showing some fearlessness there.
Yeah.
Great job, young man.
Riley is still on the table being looked at. Again, it appears as though his day may be done. Coming around, Fisher still on it, trying to peel back, going 5-hole and scoring. Tate Fisher with his second of the game.
Well, it was a little bit of a bumpy start there for Tate Fisher, but you can see why American Fork doesn't ever sweat it. He's never a fish out of water when it comes to this game, Dane. He just throws that ball in the back of the net. That's what Tate Fisher does.
And the hard thing is you feel like you have decent positioning with him, but that length, he's able to find lanes, the wraparound. We've seen a couple today where he's maybe held on to it a little bit longer to buy time for him to get that angle that he's wanted and able to capitalize. The big face-off win here by the freshman Branson Hyatt. He's been over 500 on the year from the spot and gets a big one there for the Silverwolves. Here's Isaacson, back to Barry. A little bit of room taken away. Caden still with it.
Something we haven't seen a lot from Fremont is early attack.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if maybe that's something that they want to pivot to as well.
I think AF, I think, I don't want to say unsettled. It has felt a little out of rhythm for American Fork as well, but their defense has been clicking today. It's been quick help, quick slides. They've done a really nice job against Fremont defensively.
Yeah, with that American Fork attack, so much of it depends on Tate Fisher, and he is kind of a little slow starter. We talked about that. I'm going to stay away from the Paul Pierce comparisons.
Thank you. Here's Isaacson, the shot, and that one might have hit iron. Gould able to fend it off. Fremont still with it.
You see the big pop-up there. Fremont maintaining possession.
Isaacson. See that slide coming over. Good recovery. Reese. Boy, Lisenby there being a pest defensively.
The
Kept here
discipline, so
and
good.
knocked out. Great defense there by Ed Card. This is an area when you talk about Ed Card where stats really don't do his impact justice because he is a defender. He's not called upon. Yeah, he gets ground balls and things, but his length, his physicality, I love what he brings to American Fork.
I'm right there with you, Dane. And listen, this American Fork defense, they're disciplined, they're aggressive, they play smart defense, they use their sticks, they use their aggression when they have to get physical.
Right back to the middle. Here's an opportunity in the air, and Gould able to take it away from Barry. Well, I love that look for Fremont, though. You talk about quick action. There it was.
Yeah, the only thing was that Barry put it right in the back of the wrong net.
Skipped in front, shot on a goal. Not much you're going to be able to do there. Chaz Mooney with his second of the game, and American Fork pushing the lead to 3.
We talked about it. Playing on the attack, Dane, being aggressive. When you have possession, push the ball, try and get close. You see where it pays off with American Fork. Even if you're the guy with the ball, you might not be scoring the goal, but you can find the guy who's going to score the goal. And American Fork does a great job. Mooney connects, and it's 5-3 or 5-2. Cavemen.
Well, the tough thing there is the transition, right? So now you're trying to come up, stop the ball, but the ball moves quicker through the air than you can with your feet. You get Mooney one-on-one with a freshman. Very few goalies are going to be able to make that stop. Back to the spot here, and then this one trickling wide. Fremont trying to get there, still on the turf, and we've got a whistle here. Given here to Fremont. Sorry, I was kind of looking for an indication. I didn't see one, so my apologies there. Here's Fremont. This is Olsen. Kenny.
Great job by the American Fork defense. A little discombobulated, but they get right back to where they need to be and reset. They do a great job of covering the entirety of the field. defending against that Fremont attack. Fremont trying to attack downhill a little bit more now.
Worked up. Trying to attack right in front of the cage, and it's once again Daniel Gould able to stand up and make the stop, this time on Reese.
Just a great job by Gould there. Uh-oh.
This one bouncing ahead. Fremont able to get there with the defensive Jenkins. I'll tell you who's been active today has been Luke Squire for American Fork, Brian. He's been great.
He has, and just done a great job of being where he needs to be at all times. Looks like we're going to get a possession timeout here.
Yeah, timeout here by American Fork. We'll step aside and be back. Welcome back, American Fork possession. Just an FYI, Riley Souza, the sophomore starting goalie for Fremont, has left the stadium, had that shoulder taped up. His day is officially done. It will be the freshman that will have to carry the load for Fremont. He really hasn't played bad. There's a nice save put on by Thornock. As the Silverwolves now with space on a quick counter. Boy, a whole lot of energy. No one stopping the ball. End-to-end, 5-hole and a goal. Oh, what a response. Gavin Lee with a critical goal for the home side.
Exactly like we talked about, Dane. When you get possession, go, go, go. Push the rock. It's exactly what Fremont does, and that's where the magic happens. You see it right there. You get an opportunity to get close, get downhill through the lane, get close to that net.
No one slides over to help, right? But he's only scored one goal. So I understand it's like, all right, we're going to have faith in our experienced goalie. But, man, like, it just felt like his confidence was building with every stride. I love taking the shot there, able to capitalize. Huge answer there for Fremont.
Yeah, when in doubt, shoot it out. That's my it's my philosophy. Only in lacrosse or basketball. I'm an offensive guy. I like shots on goal.
And we've got another Fremont player down as Hyatt. He was in on the face-off, and we saw American Fork come in and lay an absolute hit as that ball was on the turf. It's good to see that Hyatt is up, but I think coaches here now getting a little frustrated as taking a look here at Hyatt. We will take a quick break as they have a look at him. We'll be back with the quarterfinals of 6A state playoffs. Welcome back. Fremont will have it here. Hyatt making his way over to the table, but not on it. I think that's a good sign for the home side. Inside of 2 to play here in the first half. Fremont averaging 15 goals per game. Have been well off that pace. And tip the cap to this American Fork defense, which has been a challenge today. Reese working over with Davis. Searle gets around, has the stab, was trying to center it, and that one lobbed a little bit. I don't know what it is about this north end, Brian. American Fork had some of those lobs in the first quarter. Now it's Fremont's turn.
I'll go ahead and say that it's probably not a sun issue, Danis. It's dead even in the sky.
Well, you can see Isaacson trying to set up for that shot. Now he's got a lane in. Gould able to take that away. Boy, I thought Isaacson had a great opportunity there.
He did, and he had a great shot. It was just an even better play by Gould there. As you see, American Fork goes on the attack now.
Fisher keeping his balance. Has Mooney. Mooney working backside in the goal. Unselfish play for American Fork as they find the back of the net. Mooney the assist. And it's 6-3.
Just a great job being teammates there by Mooney and Fisher, giving the ball back and forth until somebody has an open shot. And we talked about it, Dane. It's tough for any goalie, let alone a freshman, to stop a shot like that. Just a great job of execution by American Fork.
I still can't see the number. I think it's Easton Wakefield, 17, who had the goal there for American Fork. I thought Mooney was going to take that shot. You talk about unselfishness, huh? Face-off had been won, but is lost. Fremont coming away with it, Caden Simpson. And we're down to 45 seconds here in the quarter. Ooh. Head on a swivel there for Reese, able to maintain it. Work back here with Isaacson. Clock ticking. Down to 25. Flag here on the play. And possession here will stop the clock. We'll get the call. And this will be a situation where Fremont could hold it out to have possession to start this second half. As the slash here, the call, that's going to be a 1-minute man-up opportunity for the Silverwolves.
Yeah, penalty happening much earlier in the clock. And this one's going to play to Fremont's advantage majorly here.
We'll get a timeout. Fremont will talk about how they want to manage this man up. We'll be back. Welcome back here. Man up for Fremont. 20 seconds left here in the first half. They've got it. Brian, we talked about it. If they have the man up still to start the second half, they'll start the second half with the ball. Some teams will just hold this and take that possession. I'm interested to see if they attack here.
You would think that attack would be the idea here for Fremont, especially a team that scores as many goals as they do.
No lane there. Given to Hill. That shot will roll out. Backed up here by Fremont. 3 seconds left. I think this is where you just hold it and you'll take that ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
They'll start it, and that will indeed be the case. So we've reached halftime in this 6A quarterfinal. American Fork with the 6-3 lead. You're watching the 6A playoffs in boys lacrosse only on KSLSports.com. Welcome back here. Start of the second half. Dane Stewart, Brian Brown with you. 6-3 American Fork leading Fremont as Fremont here going to be man up. And so the Silverwolves will start with the possession. Interesting first half. Look, we talked about the storyline. Riley Souza left the game with the injury. The freshman called upon here for Fremont. But the Silverwolves, an offense that has averaged 15 points, 15 goals per game, has been kept well below that, this AF defense. Brian, what has stood out to you in this first half?
The pace of the game, I think, is the biggest thing, Dane. As you see a shot immediately there from Fremont. They're coming out firing, and rightfully so. This is an offensively talented group. A lot of firepower. You need to be attacking more. American Fork has really dictated the pace.
How do you try to combat this length of American Fork? We've seen it be very disruptive, especially as Fremont's tried to work near the cage. What do you try to do to open things up here?
We saw early on that they wanted to spread the field and really get that defense sliding around.
Wow.
You see another great shot on goal there.
How about shutting down the 5-hole? I mean, it's one-on-one. Searle and Gould and took it away. What a save by Daniel. Another shot. That one disrupted. Oh, that shot good. I was going to say Isaacson, but it was Owen Hill, number 1, able to score it for Fremont.
Well, he's running up that hill to get that goal, Dane, and you love the effort from Owen Hill. It's keep after it. I know you don't love it. Keep chopping that wood, right? You want to get that tree to fall. You talked about it, Dane. What do you do against this American Fork team? You keep chasing after them. You keep going after them. You keep attacking that group so that when that opportunity comes, you're ready.
I don't like keep chopping that wood. Am I not a fan of that? I don't have a problem with that.
We're not rowing the boat. I know that much, right?
I love Row the Boat.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'm a Vandal fan.
That's right. That's right.
He took his Western Michigan Broncos to Old Kibbe Dome and broke my heart. I've been a big fan of him ever since. We'll come back to lacrosse.
For those at home who don't know what we're talking about, it's
yeah.
Minnesota head coach PJ Fleck likes to row the boat. Also likes to wear a collared shirt and tie on game days.
I'm a big PJ fan, just FYI. Mooney.
Kind of like this Fremont offense. He's got a lot of energy. You're seeing that's leading to some solid defense here.
Sent out. Working back over here with Squire. We talked about it at the start. 10 goals, the magic number for Fremont. Been almost unbeatable when they've hit that this season. There's a shot. No, that did not make its way through. Good work by that Fremont defense. And now here comes Evan Clark and the Silverwolves on the run. Clark, a lot of room in front of him. To the middle. Recaptured here by Lee. Up. Had it jarred loose, and now we'll get a whistle here. The cover, I believe, will give it back here to Fremont.
It's the hard part of it being a long stick and trying to advance the ball. Sometimes you don't know where to go, what to do. Try to go to the middle of the field there. It's jammed up. That's exactly what American Fork wants to do. Luckily, Fremont retains possession here.
Hill going to work this ahead. GLE with Searle. Had a goal back in the first. Quick move there by Davis. Trying to feed that across and just couldn't quite be handled. This trickling through, but going to be tracked down by Carson Isaacson. Boy, hard check there by Ed Card. Kept here by Fremont. Barry. Gonna see great positioning there.
I think at times you can fall in love with going one-on-one as an attacker. You can't do that against this American Fork defense, although, wow.
Oh, boy, looking top corner there, Isaacson. Gould, I don't think he saw it.
No, Isaacson had a prime opportunity there. I don't know what happened, but it looked like the American Fork defense kind of fell asleep, left a giant hole there.
Yeah, one of the rare miscues from that AFD today. Spinning back around. Beautiful opportunity. Scoring is Carson Isaacson.
Well, he's not afraid to capitalize on the opportunity presented in front of him. Great job by Carson Isaacson going one-on-one near the net. That's where you want to get that matchup, Dane, right there. Use that post as your friend and use it as the enemy against the goalie. Isaacson, nice little move, gets the goal.
Boy, in a game where Fremont had struggled to get goals, it was had just 3 in that first half. Back-to-back goals here to start this second half, and all of a sudden, boy, Fremont starting to get back to what they've been able to do all year long. As a face-off win here for Dupay, and that pass couldn't be handled. Ground ball captured here by Wakefield.
Securing possession is going to be, I think, a big theme here in the second half.
Yes. Fremont trying to advance to a semifinal. Region 1 champs, a shot there wide, backed up. Here's Fisher. A little no-look shot there was wide. And that, boy, just backed up by American Fork. Good run there by Levitt.
See the intensity picking up there.
Yep. Fisher back with it here. That pass broken up. How about the D there of Cam Jenkins to take it for Fremont? Working ahead. Here's Reese. Boston trying to work that edge. Now back at X.
There's a flag out here, Dane, so Fremont will actually get to go man up after this. Gives a high stick.
Little screen there. Oh, had a maybe illegal there, so that will stop it. And here we will get that cross check, I believe, Brian. Yeah, so 1 minute man up opportunity here for Fremont, a chance to tie things up.
Fremont will retain possession. You got man up for 1 minute.
This will be I believe this will be the biggest opportunity for Fremont man up so far in the game, Dane. Full minute. Again, this is a really talented American Fork defense, so you expect them to slide well, but
yeah, they had the one, but it spanned halftime, so it was kind of like 2:30 seconds. Yeah, I think this is going to be the longest period. We'll see what they can, or what kind of looks they can try to generate here. Boy, they had that wing with Searle. They go there now. See that ball movement. Boy, it just never stays, does it? That shot was just wide, backed up here. Good move there by Beeman.
You like the idea there from Cyril, trying to get the ball one time to his teammate.
Sent up, extra pass, Reese working inside, shot and a goal. We are tied up. It's Owen Hill with his third of the game.
Daniel Gould's done such a great job all game long. You go man down there, it just exposes you to so much more area to protect. Fremont, an offensive juggernaut, they're just fantastic at finding the open space anyways. You give them a man opportunity, and that's the equalizer.
And you know the interesting thing, we talked about in that first half, AF, they weren't playing keep away, but man, they had so much possession and never really let Fremont get going. Silverwolves kind of giving AF a little bit of their own medicine here. AF really has not had a lot of offensive possession in this second half yet.
They haven't, and I'm not one to honk my own horn, Dane, but beep, beep. It's the tempo of this game that's really changed things around for Fremont. They're playing a lot faster. That's forcing American Fork to play faster. Also, the momentum entirely in the Silverwolves' favor here in the second half. American Fork really needs to pick up the pace.
I think Fremont's done a nice job of inserting some grittiness, right? Been a
Absolutely.
finesse team. Hey, you get halftime. Guys, we've had some injuries. We got to adjust some things here. And I think that's made a nice difference here for the home side.
Yeah, the best way to protect your freshman in goal is to maintain possession. And the best way to maintain possession is keep getting shots on goal.
American Fork, the runners-up in last year's state tournament. And trying to get back to Westminster in a semifinal. Davis working away from that screen. Good slide there to take it away.
It's a nice switch there by the American Fork defense, but we'll see Cyril on the short stick here.
Oh, how about that move? Set it up, and that was just wide. I'm going to start calling you the animal. You were already like a brown bear. We got Big Red references, and now you're going beep, beep, Roadrunner on me. Like, we just got Brian the Vet.
Just a menagerie of pop culture references over here, Dane.
Sent up here with Reese.
This is what happens when you let me loose on a Saturday.
Here's Barry. Working in front. Oh, and that one just sailed. That's a great look for Davis. Boy, he'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little off the mark there on the last couple shots here from Fremont. But again, maintaining possession throughout it, Dane. That's one thing that I believe. The more you can get shots going, the more opportunities you get to reset. And without a shot clock at the high school level, it just makes a lot of sense. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Yeah, I think American Fork really fortunate on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Slide had left the leading scorer for Fremont open. Here's Barry.
It's been so hard for Fremont to find those open spaces through the first half. Maybe caught Cyril off guard a little bit.
Here's Reese. Send it up. Extra pass over. That shot deflected. Genesee able to get the stick in there. Backed up here. This is a Fremont team. When you talk about their top goal scorers, all over 400 shooting percentages on the season. They're below that here today due to this AF defense. Is that check jarring it loose? And it's Matthew Fish coming away with it here for the Cavemen.
Yeah, great job by Fish there on the double to get the loose ball, scoop it up, and then push it up. And things slowed down a little bit too much for Fremont. Ooh.
Boy, that stick kind of got locked up high, and Fremont able to win it back. We got a timeout being taken. We'll step aside. The Silverwolves are back. Tie game here in the third. Welcome back. AF called the timeout. It was before the out of bounds, and so the Cavemen retaining possession here. Good call there by Coach Lisenby to try to keep that possession here for the Cavemen. Feels like, again, it's been a while since they've been able to generate much offense, and see if they can do it here coming out of that timeout. Oh, here's a look, and taken away by Thornock, the freshman, with a nice save there on the shot by Squire.
Yeah, great job by Thornock to be aggressive and go after the ball, getting outside of the goal a little bit. Kind of one of those things where maybe you'd hesitate as a young player. No hesitation. You'll love his mindset, his mentality. He's done a great job of helping his team get back into this one.
Well, we were talking about mindset and focus, and you wonder a freshman being kind of your backup goalie and having to come in due to injury, what would his mindset be? And yeah, he's given up a couple, but man, he's made some timely saves, and he's still got an empty sheet here in this second half. A little soccer reference for Alex Napolis, wherever he is. Coming around, shot and a goal. It's Carson Isaacson giving the lead to Fremont.
Movement, 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 Dane. It's all about movement. You see Carter Isaacson getting around the defender, getting into the lane, forcing that American Fork defense to slide around. They lose, not containment, but they lose their markers, and he does a great job of making an acrobatic shot and getting the goal. And what a highlight for the go-ahead goal here for Fremont.
Been a 4-0 third quarter for Fremont. That offense finding itself. Off the face-off. One here by Dupay. He's got some room. Oh, hard check there. How about coming in? I think it's Famulainer, the sophomore, but still on the turf before Fremont capturing it thanks to Branson Hyatt. And now Fremont with an opportunity. They gave it away. Do we have a timeout taken? Yes, we do. Timeout. One of those possession timeouts. We'll step aside, take it with them. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. Even the worst of us make mistakes. My apologies there. It was actually cross-check. So once again, Fremont going man up here. 1 minute man up. No timeout there. I didn't see the flag. It was behind the play. And we're kind of looking through glass here, so my apologies there. Worked here to Davis right in front. Ooh, good look there for Hill. Quick start. American Fork has not helped themselves with some of these penalties in this second half, Brian. That one sailing high.
No, and right now Fremont is hot and doing a great job of maintaining possession. You do not want to give them another minute man up to try and get a goal. Momentum clearly on the favor of the Silverwolves right now.
Worked around, trying to get that defense moving, and a big save there by Gould. Took it away. That's not a bad look for Reese, but Gould doing what he does best.
But this might be one of the best performances I've seen from him.
And American Fork giving it up there in the middle. That one tried to be kept in and was. Boy, how about the play on the sidelines by American Fork? And in the middle here, given up. And now we do have a timeout being taken. That one was clear, but we feel confident. Timeout, Fremont. We'll be back. Welcome back. Fremont will have it. Final seconds here of the third, 18 seconds left here. What a quarter for Fremont, Brian.
Just a tremendous comeback, and it's all about effort, energy, and having that attacking mindset. It's so important in this game to have momentum, to play with momentum. We talked about focus too, Dan. You got to stay focused throughout the process. Kind of seemed like American Forks drifted a little bit here and there in the second half.
Fremont coming ahead, looking for a late quarter opportunity. There you go, shot and a goal. It's Boston Reese, his first of the day, and it's a 5-0 third quarter for Fremont.
Just a tremendous job, and you see so many more of those shots coming at the goal. Reese has had a lot of opportunities, haven't seen him connect, gets that one right near the net, and what a turnaround for Fremont right now, Dane.
Pretty stark difference, first half to second half in this one. And now the runner-ups from last year. We talked about there was a moment in that first half where it felt like all the mo was with AF. It is switched colors. It's wearing blue and white right now. Off the face-off, final seconds. Dupay rolled it up. The ball tossed in the air, and that will expire our third. We're through three. Fremont taking their first lead of the game with the fourth quarter coming up next. Start of the fourth quarter. Dane Stewart, Brian Brown with you. Fremont, American Fork trying to play to advance to a semifinal at Westminster. A 6-0 third quarter for the Fremont Silverwolves, giving them a 2-goal lead heading here to the fourth. We head back here to the face-off. Fremont's really started to settle in well here, Brian, from the spot.
Yes, they have. Playing their style of offense, up-tempo, attacking, getting shots close to the goal. Just a great job by the Silverwolves here in the second half.
Swept ahead. Oh, yeah, some assistance there will draw the whistle, and Fremont will have it.
With the push in the back, Fremont will take possession on the face.
How about Owen Hill? 3 goals for him today. Carson Isaacson had a pair in the third. Those were the only multiple goal scorers for Fremont. And the only multiple goal scorer for AF is Tate Fisher. He has 2, both of those coming in the second quarter. They could really use their senior attackman, Tate Fisher, trying to get some shots from him, as Fremont has done an excellent job of not allowing AF to get many looks in the second half.
Seeing with the 2-goal cushion, Fremont can tend to kind of slow things down a little bit.
Oh, Reese. Boy, that one I think caught everyone by surprise. Boston Reese able to fire one right over the shoulder of Gould, and it's a 3-goal separation.
I think Boston Reese wants to get his name on your list, Dane. Lulling the defense there and then just electric with a shot. Gould not able to get the stick over in time. Great job by Reese. Great job by Fremont there.
We've now hit the critical phase for American Fork. Said coming into the game, American Fork 0-2 when they've allowed more than 9 goals on the season. And Fremont just 1-3 when they've scored less than 10. The possession controlled again here by Fremont. Region 1 champs, of course, Davis finished a game behind them. They're playing in a quarterfinal today as well, as Tate Fisher had it there, and he lost it out after the check. It'll be Fremont possession. Oh, a little bit of room here. Nice check there by Card. Oh, Ed laying some physicality. McMurray.
Well, someone needs to get Ed Card a free lunch because he was all business on that advance as American Fork finally flips the table get some opportunity here on offense.
Yeah, see if they can get a good look. Right now, it's Cam Jenkins who's trying to lock up Fisher. As coming from behind goal, that time was Squire, as this is backed up here. This is one of those things where, look, Tate Fisher's had a really good year. Who can be kind of that support scorer, as this one backed up again for American Fork. If they're going to take away Tate, got to find someone else. I've seen Bennett Fillmore step up. He has a goal early in this game. Mooney has a pair today, but I haven't seen a shot from Chaz in a while. Oh, there's a nice finish. How about Easton Wakefield scoring his second of the game as the path to the net left open, and the junior able to capitalize.
Those little mistakes, those moments where you kind of fall asleep a little bit, allows a great opportunity for American Fork as they're fighting their way back into it. Fremont has been the aggressor. Fremont has set the tone. American Fork now starting to get the picture and get back into this one. Great job there by the Cavemen.
First goal American Fork has scored since a couple minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Card. That pass couldn't be handled. Picked up right along that back line by Fremont. Trying to work up here through Clark. And here come the Silverwolves. Some room, far side. Looking in front there for Isaacson, but the pass off the mark, and it will head back to the Cavemen.
Yeah, just a little too much juice, a little too much excitement. Like the action, like the idea of coming to the net, coming to your guy. Just not able to control the pass.
9 to play here in regulation. Here's Squire. Pressure from behind. Luke's still on it. Ooh, tough pass there. Was looking to get it to the middle with Wild, but American Fork turning it over.
Oh, wow.
Send back here with Isaacson. The winner will play the winner of Davis and Bingham in that semi. Some space, Isaacson. Ooh, that one just fended off. And jarred loose. Kept here by Lisenby. Quick outlet. Allen with space and numbers here for the Cavemen. Wakefield able to hold it. This one on the ground, couldn't be handled. And finally is there by Seth Hale.
Those are the possessions that drive you nuts if you're an American Fork fan. Just not able to control the ball and have had some opportunities. Turn the possession over to Fremont.
Now here come the Silverwolves. Robbins trying to cut through the double team there and lost it. Levitt with space is a bit of a track meet. Things opening up here through the middle. Coming to the middle, the shot, and that one saved away. Tried to throw it back on frame there was Fisher, and he'll back up his own shot to keep it here with the Cavemen.
Just a great save there, save by Thornock.
Fisher, that one, he lost it as he was going into his motion. And we've got a whistle here. And yeah, flag behind the play. So American Fork going to go man up here. It's been a while since they've gone man up, Brian.
It's been all Fremont in terms of the man up opportunities here in the second half. American Fork, this should really favor their style of offense, staying able to really work that ball around, get that motion going, try and find the matchup that they like. They've got to get a goal here. That clock is starting to tick very, very quickly.
A holding call there. 30-second technical here being served by the sophomore Famuliner. Could go a long way towards helping American Fork kind of get some confidence back in this thing. Squire will start it. 30 seconds, man up. Fisher, the windup, and that one just wide. And boy, I say that that one won by Fremont. Thornock making the save and making a desperate reach there later to win it back. Another chance here for Fremont to kill off the man down. Other plans here from Gavin Lees. They'll work this back to X and indeed take time off. Six to go here in regulation. And back to even strength. Given here to Hill. Now Barry. The outlet back up here with Owen Hill. Sustained possession here. Coming around and a goal. What a finish from Boston Reese. His third goal of the game.
1, 2, 3, but the magic number 10, Dane, as Boston Reese with the wraparound goal. And it has just been an absolute turnaround here in the second half. All Fremont, all the time. Wow.
They had one goal after the first quarter, 3 at the half. It felt like this is not the Fremont that fans had seen all year long. And in the second half, what a job this staff has done to help get the kids refocused, back on track as a 3-goal lead here late in the game. That one hit off a helmet, didn't make its way through.
Would you say that's how you use your head?
Yeah. Tate the shot, and that one scored. Boy, I don't know how that found its way through. Tate Fisher scoring his third of the game to answer.
I think Thornock's a little stunned as well. Looked up at his stick like, where's the hole? That's the tricky part about Tate Fisher. He's so good with those trick-ration type shots. Great accuracy. Much needed goal from American Fork, I should say, with 4:50 left here in the fourth quarter.
Look,
down 2.
Tate's a senior. This could be it for him. I love him saying, I'm going to start this, and we're getting a goal, right? Like, we're running out of time. I love that initiative from Tate Fisher. See if he has a couple more in him. As on the face-off, Dupay pushing it ahead. And American Fork has it. Anderson will give here to Fillmore. Talk about Bennett. Was great in their game against Lone Peak. Well, I tried to run Mooney around. Nice job there defensively by Famuliner, able to recognize it. Fillmore looking in front, and a save made by Thornock. As a whistle here, crease violation will give it back. Boy, they had Easton Wakefield right in front of the cage with the freshman.
Onions, Dane. Onions there for the young fella Thornock as we go. Oh, boy.
Yeah, hard check on that far side. We've got a player down. They're going to stop this. Boy, I did not see that one. We're going to step aside as they come out, have a look. Fourth quarter, we'll be back here in the 6A quarterfinal. Welcome back. That was Evan Clark, the senior, able to get up, walk it off. Certainly good to see. There has been, Brian, physicality from the start of this one. We've seen a lot of hard hits here today.
So much finesse in the game of lacrosse. Sometimes you forget that it is still a very physical game.
They do call a penalty here. So man up for Fremont. And with just 4 to play, this could be that opportunity. You can score goals quickly, but given what we've seen from Fremont in the second half, this could be maybe the declarative moment for the second-seeded Silverwolves. Worked around, Hill.
American Fork has to pressure here. Not only are they man down.
Isaacson sending up.
They're also down on the clock and on the scoreboard, so they have to try and get this possession out.
And tried to run Barry around the goal that time. Nice work by this defense. Take it away, and Beeman. We've called his name several times tonight. He's been working to take around the inches around him. Here's Reese. Right in front, and that just slipped past Barry. Still on it. Here is Reese able to capture it for Fremont. Isaacson works over. Right in front, there it is. Shot and a goal. It's Caden Berry. Goal number 2 for him on the day. 2.5 to go. It's a 3-goal lead.
Boy, what a great possession from Fremont. You kill so much of the clock. Take advantage of the man-up situation than Caden Berry. Woo! There's more noises for you, Vince. A straight shot. Tough for Gould to get all the way around on that one. It's a big goal for the Fremont Silverwolves.
11-8. And to your point, Brian, they took off 90 seconds of time on that clock, as with every waking second, the opponent of the clock grows ever bigger for the Fremont Silverwolves, just trying to take care of this. And AF, seconds potentially winding down on their season. His procedure here will give it to Fremont. And that pass too high for Searle. It will give it back here to the Cavemen. Time becoming an issue. Send across for Lisenby. Tykert working back to Gould here. American Fork still man down off that penalty. A little bit of space here for Squire. Squire trying to work through that triple team. Had it jarred loose, and Fremont comes away with it. Penalty time now done. Back to even strength. Inside of 2 to play. Fremont with it. 3-goal lead. They trailed 6-3 at the break. Nice work there by Genesee. Able to take that back for the Cavemen. And that checked loose, and it will stay here. So Mooney will start it. $80 seconds to go. Squire looking in front, and that pass a little too tall for Wakefield. will run out and Fremont will have it. This program last year had a really good year for Fremont. Lost early in the playoffs. They were really young. Knew they'd be back this year. Knew they would have opportunities to put together another fine year, and they've done it. 16-3 on the season, 13-1 in Region 1. The number 2 seed in the tournament. And the call there going to give it back here to American Fork. I got a little confused on that one. AF coming ahead. McMurray inside of 1 to play. Desperation rings off the pipe. Backed up here. And we got a timeout taken by American Fork. Timeout, Cavemen. We'll be back in the 6A quarterfinal. Welcome back. American Fork with possession, trailing by 3. Fillmore lost it, trying to get back on it, has it. Right in front from Mooney. Chaz Mooney scoring his 3rd today. Good quick answer there for American Fork.
American Fork gets a much-needed goal there, but Dane, the bigger issue here, they're fighting against the clock as they close that gap to 2 goals.
Remember early in the game where it felt like most faceoffs were going American Fork's way? Fremont has responded really well. They've been stout on faceoffs really this whole second half. Big one here. And that one captured by Card. Nope, the hold. We'll give it here to Fremont. I thought that there might have been a call there. Felt a little delayed, but I think probably the right call there.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that you make the call no matter what the scope of the game is, Dane.
Yep. Fremont starting it as the seconds ticking away. AF, the 7 seed, finishing 2nd in that region, tied with Westlake on the road. What a start for them, but looking like the season here going to come to an end for last year's runner-ups. Shot and a goal. Gould was out trying to defend, and Davis Searle scoring his 2nd of the game. How about the change for Fremont today? The way the game started versus how it ended, Brian.
Just night and day difference in terms of the mentality, the approach, the effort, the intensity, and really getting in close to the net, I think, is the biggest change.
The goal scorers for Fremont, and look, Hill, Isaacson, Searle, Barry, they're all coming back. Boston Reese, the lone senior amongst that group. Just impressive the amount of offensive talent this Fremont squad has, as Procedure Hill will give it to American Fork. Final seconds running out. The Fremont Silverwolves, Region 1 champions, not done in the 6A playoffs. As we've got a flag here with 7 seconds left. And Fremont looking for an explanation there. A cross-check there, the call. Going to be non-releasable for these final 7 seconds left, Brian?
Vital information there, Dane. Not trying to make light of the situation, but we're kind of at that moment of the game where I think, barring some sort of insane circumstance, Fremont's locked this one out. Tough.
Whistle started, clock started. Fisher looking for one more. Wide, backed up here with 1.8 to go. Fremont gonna advance to the semifinals. We will be there next week. Come hang with us, or if you can't watch it, on KSLSports.com. American Fork, a great year out of Region 4, but coming to an end here today as they fall to Fremont. Your final score, 12-9. Brian, your final thoughts and a player of the game.
Just a tremendous effort from Fremont in changing the tides of their situation, overcoming adversity, losing the goalie there in the first half, responded so strongly here in the second. American Fork, what a tough-fought battle. Did a great job jumping out early, getting the early goals, 2-0 lead. We thought maybe they were just going to lock this one down for the rest of the game. Just weren't able to do it. Tough way for American Fork season to end, but huge congratulations to the Fremont Silverwolves. I think in terms of player of the game, there's so many options, right? But I'm going to go outside the box, and I usually look for goal scorers, big point totalers. There's only one guy that it can be in, and that's Carter Thornock, the freshman goalie coming in, being staunch. He's undersized, but he was a giant wall for Fremont. Great job, Thornock. Player of the game.
Balanced scoring for Fremont today. The offense stepped up when they needed to, but the freshmen making big plays between the pipes for Fremont to continue the season for the Silverwolves. 12-9 your final. Fremont advancing to the semifinals. We'll have it for you Wednesday, all day from Westminster College, only on KSLSports.com.